Hoppe Hour.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Listen to me, Randy. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, whether you're white or black or Sasquatch even. As long as you follow your dream, no matter how crazy or against the law it is. Except for Sasquatch. If you're Sasquatch, the rules are different.
Forget it, Meatwad. I'm a circus freak. That's all I'll ever be.
Whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Happy Hot Topic!
Chris Cuomo has been suspended indefinitely.
What took so long? Last night I recorded this show, and then right when I uploaded it to Spreaker, and then it went to all the social media platforms, right at that moment, the news came out that Chris Cuomo was suspended. I was like, God damn it. Of course it happens right when the show's over with. But I mean, I feel like he should have been suspended 2 years ago. I just think he lied about all the propaganda he produces on CNN every night. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like, I don't know. It's like letting a person escape from jail and then they get like 8 months to do whatever they want and then you bring them in. Like, I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way. They waited really long to suspend Chris Cuomo. And then, of course, CNN's like, that was the last straw, was when he had the text messages, not when he was trying to protect his brother and wasn't reporting as much about it on TV. It was the text message. That was the last straw. Like, they're just being a bunch of phonies. But then again, it's CNN.
Chris Cuomo has been suspended indefinitely by CNN as host of Cuomo Primetime.
Oh, man. If you watch that show, you're a douche.
I am Chris Cuomo. Welcome to Primetime.
And I'm an asshole, and my daughters probably hate me.
Cuomo has hosted the nightly news program for the network since 2018.
Man, time flies when you're a average TV host with good looks. Yeah, Chris Cuomo is irritating, but he is good looking. Not in a way like I wouldn't want my daughter to bring him home, but he's okay.
The network's decision arrives after newly surfaced documents revealed the extent of his involvement in building a legal defense for his brother Andrew.
Yeah, man. Chris Cuomo gives me real bad vibes, but Andrew Cuomo gives me bad vibes. And when you mix in those two Guido douchebags, it's just douchebaggery at its finest.
The now ex-governor of New York.
Oh, wow.
A CNN spokesperson tells ET in a statement, quote, the New York Attorney General's office released transcripts and exhibits Monday that shed new light on Chris Cuomo's involvement in his brother's defense.
He was involved? No way. I never would have thought he would do something like that. He seems like a really noble, clean-cut, and classy guy. That Chris Cuomo.
The documents, which we were not privy to before their public release, raised serious questions.
And now to those new sexual harassment allegations against New York Governor Andrew Cuomo.
Yeah.
Tonight, the state attorney general is launching an investigation after 2 former aides accused the governor of misconduct.
And there's a lot of aides that probably just don't want to come forward. And they're like, ugh. And I wish they would. I'm just saying, I feel like all the people that have come forward about Andrew Cuomo, I don't think it's all of them.
In the wake of Andrew Cuomo's sexual misconduct allegations earlier this year, Chris admitted to CNN that he had offered advice to his brother's staff.
Oh, man, this guy is just so scummy. Oh, my God, is he a douche?
The network later publicly acknowledged that Chris had broken the company's rules.
Yeah, he broke the bro code.
And according to the statement, his bosses at CNN, quote, appreciated the unique position he was in and understood his need to put family first and job second.
But family really shouldn't come first when you have a lot of groping allegations and sexual assault and everything that Andrew Cuomo's in. That's kind of when you go, maybe your family's a scumbag. That was bad grammar. Maybe your family is full of scumbags, which Andrew Cuomo is. So this whole thing they just said of, he put his family first. He's so noble. Shut up.
However, New York's Attorney General released documents and text messages this week which allege that Chris may have used his sources as both a journalist and media personality to aid his brother's defense.
It's not maybe he did it. He did it.
And according,
I'm just saying, like, I love when these news sites and these news sources and these celebrity news videos are always like, well, he might have done it. No, he did it. Have some guts and just say they did it.
Defense. And according to CNN's statement on Tuesday, quote, these documents point to a greater level of involvement in his brother's efforts than we previously knew. As a result, we have suspended Chris indefinitely.
That's a bunch of BS too. These documents point to a greater level of involvement in his brother's effort. As a result, we are suspending him indefinitely, which is what they just said, but much more clearly. But I'm reading that because they're saying that the involvement was greater than they previously knew. Like, no, it's not how it's working here. You guys knew since day one, but he brings in such ratings, and in some ways, I don't think he's talented. I don't dig his show, but he's good at doing whatever the hell he does right that people like, if that makes any sense. Like Chris Cuomo, say what you want about him. The guy's talented. I don't know what the talent is, but millions of people think he's talented. So when you have a talented person like Chris Cuomo on the staff, I said that dramatically, when you have that, you're going to have big, dark secrets. And you know what happens when you work for a major corporation? There are secrets that go around the office about the big head honchos, about the big names. Any business. If you're working retail, you're going to hear that your manager is sleeping with the intern. Or radio, TV, you get the point. So when you're telling me that CNN is claiming that they knew nothing about Andrew Cuomo, it goes two ways either. It either goes the first direction. Let's say there's two exits on the highway. The first exit to the left is they had no idea. They truly did not know at all, which means they are very out of touch and not in tune with what's going on. But that's not what happened. We know that's not. It's the exit to the right, which is they covered it up. Everybody was afraid to speak out because Chris Cuomo has so much power. And as we know, these guys abuse their power. So if they found out that somebody was abusing their power to bring down Chris Cuomo, who was abusing his power, they would abuse their power and get that person fired and have their life ruined. So no one's going to speak up. I've heard things about people at work. I don't speak up. I pretend I don't hear it. So that's what was going on at CNN. Is everybody knew he was helping out his brother, but everyone was like, he'll get caught at some point.
Pending further evaluation.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For the honor of serving you.
Oh, shut up, Andrew.
It has been the honor.
No, it's not. You were an asswipe that messed up the whole nursing home thing in COVID. Don't go. It's been such an honor to watch people die and have trucks full of dead bodies. Oh, yeah, it's been such an honor. I've been such a good governor. The way that my daughter was banging a police officer, so I had him basically demoted to Albany, to a factory town. Look it up. What I'm saying is this guy did nothing to serve the people of New York. Oh, because I say that I have honor, but because I say that I care about the people, you have to believe me.
For the honor of serving you. It has been the honor of my lifetime.
Man, you need to accomplish more.
Andrew Cuomo resigned as governor of New York in August.
And I think that given the circumstances, the best way I can help now,
it's just go away and burn in hell. Oh, wait, no, you wouldn't go to prison if you were any average Joe. But, we got to protect the rights of the rich and elite. Why do you think there's no cameras going on in the Jiz Maxwell case? I don't want to say a dumb bitch's name right. In the Jiz Maxwell case. Why do you think there's no cameras or any media going on in there? And they're doing the 1970s courtroom strategy of fucking pictures. They're doing the pictures of what's going on in the court. They're having the hand drawings. That is so outdated. Because the rich and elite get away with everything. And there's people that we probably don't want to think went to pedophile island with Jeffrey Epstein, and they did. So they're covering it up. The same thing with Andrew Cuomo. He's going to get away with this. Any average Joe that would go to a pedophile island, any average Joe who would do the things Andrew Cuomo did, they'd be fired in a second and get jail and prison time. But in this short lifetime you have, where we all live to basically 105, maybe, and then we drop dead forever and ever. We're all the same. I don't care if your bank account's 80 million. I don't care if your bank account's 80,000. I don't care if your bank account's $8. If you commit a crime, you should serve the same time as anybody else and have no protection because of the money you have. But until we begin prosecuting the elite in the same fashion that we prosecute the everyday average Joe, don't ever come towards me and go, oh, why did things keep happening with the rich and elite? Because they know they always will get away with it. Every single time.
Is if I step aside and let government get back to governing.
Yeah, you never did that. You were just grabbing ass like a creep.
Following this announcement, Chris gave an on-air statement during Cuomo primetime.
I love my brother and I'll do anything for him.
I've told you, it's never easy being in this business and coming from a political family.
Oh, shut up. Seems pretty easy. I mean, you're not that good on TV. It's not like you're working hard like Larry King. You say the same thing every second, so don't say it's so hard working at TV and radio. Shut up.
Especially now.
Yeah.
This situation is unlike anything I could have imagined.
Oh, wow. What a first world problem. I have to deal with the pressure that my creep brother was groping other women. And now I have to deal with the pressure of trying to find out all these behind the scenes info to protect my brother. Oh, my life is so hard. I got so much busy things going on all the time of protecting my brother and breaking the rules. Please have sympathy for me. Please feel bad for me. I'm breaking every rule possible and it's making me really tired. Shut up.
But you should also know I never covered my brother's troubles because I obviously have a conflict.
But protecting him behind the scenes, it's not that big of a conflict.
And there are rules at CNN.
Oh, really? You didn't follow one of them. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, there's rules. It's like robbing a bank and you get caught and you go, oh, but there were rules not to do it. There were rules.
Just months after his brother, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, stepped down in disgrace amid sexual harassment allegations, CNN's Chris Cuomo is now under fire. An investigation is underway by his network on exactly what role he played in advising his brother during his sex scandal.
I'm going to go on a limb here and say that investigation that the three-letter network's going to be doing, I don't think it's going to be that in-depth. If they find out some really dirty things, I just picture them going, let's sweep it under the rug.
Chris,
like the time we had Pierce Morgan on CNN.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment was brought to you by Rich Keeley Master Barbershop at Kennedy Boulevard, right next door to Salon, right inside a Salon Loft, right next door to McDonald's. So it's richkbarber.com, Rich Keeley Master Barbershop. Sign up for an appointment at richkbarber.com. And when you sign up for an appointment and you sit down in that chair and you tell him I sent you, he will hook you up with the best haircut of all time. How do I know that he will hook you up with the best haircut of all time? Because I've been seeing him for 18 months, essentially maybe 24 haircuts, and he knocks it out of the park every time. I have a great conversation with him. It doesn't feel forced, like if you go to one of the chains. RichKBarber.com. He's at Salon Loft next door to McDonald's on Kennedy Boulevard. Get it? Got it? Good. RichKBarber.com. Sit down in that seat. Tell him I sent you.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
I'd like a $9,000 prostitute, please. Oh, do you have 9 $1,000 ones? Yeah, good. And if you got an albino, send her up too. And like 20 minutes, I'm going to be asleep, so get him up here. I had like half a bottle of melatonin, 6 beers, this whole bucket of chicken. Oh, the Sandman is coming.
He never holds back, and he speaks his mind. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. 856-49-HOPPY. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. We are heard every Thursday at 5 p.m. East Coast time, 4 p.m. Central on zradiolive.com, which is on the Odyssey app and the TuneIn app. By searching Z Radio Live every Thursday at 5 p.m. East Coast time, 4 p.m. Central. And also, we are on the Quad Pod Network at QODPOD.com/Ryan Hoppe. And tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. All right, enough of me.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Actually, why am I talking myself down? More of me. I'm great. Take two.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
That's why I'm running for Senate. I'm Dr. Oz, and I approve this message.
An idiocracy is officially upon us.
Dr. Oz announces he's running for office.
We're a can-do people.
Oh, wow, man. You're a real man to the people, Dr. Oz. When I think of the everyday average Joe who's a real man to the people, I think of Dr. Oz.
We're a can-do people.
The surgeon and TV personality is launching a bid for the U.S. Senate in Pennsylvania.
Gross.
Pennsylvania needs a conservative.
And not just because it's Dr. Oz, but also because it's Pennsylvania. Home of Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
In Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania needs a conservative who will put America first.
Oh, man. Really? You seem like a guy that always puts yourself first. I don't really get generous vibes from Dr. Oz. Oh, he's a good dude.
Dr. Oz, full name, Mehmet Oz, is running as a Republican in the primary race.
It should be him and My Pillow guy just going at it, sword fighting, and then they bring out the swords.
He announced his candidacy Tuesday in this 1-minute video, citing his frustration with Washington's response to the pandemic as his motivation.
Oh, yeah, because when I think of the authority on all things COVID-19, I think of a TV doctor. Oh, let's bow down to you. You're so great.
COVID has shown us that our system is broken.
Oh, and how are you going to fix it? Because I'm assuming you're going to tell us how you're going to fix it. You're not just going to be like every other politician and just say you're going to fix everything, but you don't give any, ideas, and then people vote for you, and then you don't do anything because you never had any ideas to begin with. You're going to be a different politician. You're going to tell us all your ideas, right?
We lost too many lives.
Oh, wow.
Too many jobs.
I didn't know, but thank you. Because Dr. Oz told me that we lost a lot of lives and a lot of jobs, now I know. This is really a life-changing commercial. This commercial, man, you know that saying, the more you know, or you learn something new every day? I had no idea that we lost lives. I had no idea that jobs became scares, and then people also didn't want to go to work anymore. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
The system is broken. We lost too many lives, too many jobs, and too many opportunities because Washington got it wrong.
So how are you going to fix it? Washington got it wrong. So Mehmet, what are you going to do to fix the problems we got in this country?
In an op-ed for the Washington Examiner, Oz expanded on that message, writing, quote, "We have not managed our crisis as effectively as past generations."
Oh, because you were alive during the Spanish flu, right?
During the pandemic, I learned that when you mix politics and medicine, you get politics instead of solutions.
Wow, he's really bringing new ideas that have not been discussed every day in social life.
That's the big message.
E.T. spoke with the Daily.
He probably is so out of touch that he thinks everything he's saying is like groundbreaking. He seems like kind of a douche.
E.T. spoke with the daytime TV doctor back in early March 2020 as the pandemic gripped the country.
Yeah. We mobilize when we have emergencies and disasters, and this is a good time to do just that. We can deal with it. We can get past it, support each other through the infections we may have.
He has that like snake oil salesman vibe, the way he talks. He just seems like a guy I can't trust.
Make sure we don't get grandma with chronic illnesses infected.
Oh, yeah, man. Remember that in the beginning? Oh, yeah, wow, 2 years ago.
And in that way, weather the storm.
That was the thing everyone said. Flatten the curve, weather the storm.
Dr. Oz first came into the spotlight as a guest on the Oprah Winfrey Show.
Oh, man, another thing Oprah had to bring to this world. Yuck.
In 2004. His own daytime talk show, The Dr. Oz Show, premiered in 2009.
Oh, wow, man. 12 years of just garbage TV.
I spent a lot of time thinking about what's going on right now in America.
Last year, the series was renewed for 2 more seasons.
Oh, God, who's watching it? Probably people to live off of. Probably people that live off of welfare. Wow, that took a lot to say. People that don't work during the day. At-home parents and people in the hospital. That's who you have watching Dr. Oz.
Keeping it on the air through 2023.
Oh, man. We just need 14 years of Dr. Oz. Our life has been forever improved because of his inspiration.
We're very optimistic.
Yeah.
E.T. was with the famous doc after his daytime Emmy win back in 2018.
Oh, yeah, man. We were all just cheering for him. My life is so much better because you won an Emmy. Creep.
And he opened up about the integrity behind the show.
What integrity? Oh, yeah. When I think of a very noble show, I think of Dr. Oz.
You know, I put these Emmys in the studio entryway. Because
I got to let everybody know. Because I have a small D, so I'm always overcompensating. I bet he drives a Hummer. Probably not. I got to let everybody know that I won awards because I'm overcompensating.
I want the staff, 100 people walking in every day to look at these Emmys and realize, my goodness, we worked really hard to get these. We don't want to ever sell our audience short.
But you sell them short by being there.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment was brought to you by Tampa Bay Hot Sauce Company. When I tell you that they are the best hot sauce in the whole wide world, I am a man of my words. I would not lie to you. Tampa Bay Hot Sauce on Instagram. Ryan Hoppe Radio on Instagram. When you get that hot sauce, tag us and let us know what you cook up. And if you don't live in Florida, don't worry. Don't have a panic attack, even though you're kind of missing out. Go to TampaBayHotSauce.com, and there you can order online.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Someone hook me up with a flame. I'm having a neck fit.
Light him up.
Meat wad?
Here.
Encourage him in his habit.
That's a good smoker.
When did you start smoking?
This morning. Where's my whiskey? I'm gonna get tore up.
We shall acquire some wine on the way to the mall.
And then you can get tore up.
And pass out in the hot sun.
That's my boss.
I don't think Meatwad should be hanging around with these moon people.
Please don't be offended. He's sorry in advance.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Aaron Carter is sharing about his relationship status.
Which I don't think is doing very good. I don't think he's going to give us the update of, I'm a humble man, I realized to put my kid first, and I'm being a good person. I don't expect that from that douche.
The 33-year-old revealed on social media on Tuesday that he and his fiancée, Melanie Martin, broke up just 1 week after welcoming their first child together.
Oh, man. He'd be an awful father, man. Why was she not making sure she didn't have the kid? I'm not saying aborted. I'm saying, like, I don't know what I'm saying. Aaron Carter, almost said Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers also looks bad for his age. But Aaron Carter looks specifically bad for his age. He is weathered. He is a lot of pill popping 33 years old.
claiming his twin sister Angel had something to do with it.
Oh yeah, that imbecile. Heaven forbid she talk about how much of a creep you are.
Due to personal reason, Melanie Martin and I have decided to go our separate ways. There has been a very big lie, and my sister communicating with my ex-fiance ruined everything. Considering she knew what Angel tried to do to me in court, thanks Angel, you ruined my family. God bless.
What a sociopath. So there's all these alleged rumors that he was doing bad things to Angel, but then he has to use her name and then throw his ex-fiance under the bus. And he said, you ruined my family. No, you being a creep and you being a talentless hack, piece of garbage, sociopath, drug addict ruined your family, dummy.
He wrote in part. In a follow-up tweet, he called his family, quote, conniving and deceiving.
Oh, and you're just delightful and fun to be around.
I have the most conniving, deceiving family, and Melanie has been lying to me the whole time.
What has she been lying about? If you are accusing somebody of lying, give us examples. Don't just throw it out there to gaslight and to make up reasons to why you're not talking to this person. If you truly believe, Aaron, that she's lying to you, give us examples. You're already throwing your family completely under the bus. So why not just completely throw them under the bus and give us examples? All right, they don't exist.
Communicating with my twin sister and the family members who tried to put me in prison and who tried to get a conservatorship on me in court. I'm in shock. This is horrible.
Well, I guess he ended up giving me examples. But why did they want to lock you up? And why did they want to give you the conservatorship? He's kind of leaving that part out, isn't he?
The Aaron's Party singer also added that he and Melanie want to keep their son their top priority, writing,
oh yeah, you're doing a great job throwing the family under the bus. Your kid's going to read this in a few years when he's on his iPad. Oh, you're really setting a good example, Aaron. You're father of the year.
Quote, Mel and I appreciate the support.
Oh, there's been so much support. We're all going, you're doing a good job, Aaron. Here's your support. You're doing such a good job, bro. He is delusional if he thinks there's any support coming his way.
In concern we have been shown. We both will continue to make Prince our priority during this difficult time.
Well, I throw my whole family under the bus and forget about my kid.
Please be respectful while we transition and navigate this unfortunate situation.
Please be respectful, but I'm putting it all on social media, so I'm making a bigger thing out of it than it should be. What?
Hashtag heartbroken.
Oh, shut up.
Aaron's sister Angel, as well as his brother Nick Carter, previously took out restraining orders against Aaron in 2019.
Oh, he just sounds like just a fun bundle of amazing energy, isn't he?
Access Hollywood has reached out to Angel and Melanie for comment.
And I don't really think they're going to reply.
Carter and Martin welcomed their son Prince last Monday via emergency C-section after 13 hours of labor.
Oh, man. All that work, and then he's not even there for you. Oh, things are going well for them.
Prince's birth comes more than a year after Aaron and Melanie announced that they had sadly suffered a pregnancy loss.
Oh, well, that's sad. All right. 856-49-HOPPE. Oh, yeah. We got celebrities, as they say, clapping back. No, not during sex. At their fans who are making jokes. We got celebrities clapping back. Oh, let's bow down to them and praise them for having such brave energy to talk smack about people behind a keyboard. Oh, you're so noble. And you're so amazing, Selena.
Selena Gomez is standing her ground about her recent TikTok.
Oh, wow.
The Only Murders in the Building actress weighed in after a commenter questioned her latest post on the platform.
You know you're losing your mind. You know Selena Gomez is a little cuckoo. If you're responding to people on TikTok, I mean, get the hell out of here.
In the video, Selena shared a cheeky reaction to Dr. Dawn Bentel's definition of what heavy drinking is.
Yeah. Sounds like things are going well on TikTok. It's all the same fucking 3 trends. Jesus Christ. I'll get to that in a second.
The CDC defines heavy drinking as 15 or more drinks a week for men and 8 or more drinks per week for women.
Oh, yeah, I'm an alcoholic. Then, well, I am.
While the pop star captioned the post, it's a joke. One TikTok user still seemed concerned in light of her past kidney transplant.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. I don't think you should be really binging booze after getting a new kidney, right? I'm no doctor. I don't have a PhD in anything, but I don't think that's the right decision, right?
They wrote in a scintillated comment, "So one of your best friends gives you her kidney, and you continue to drink excessively. Damn, Selena."
That's not a bad point. That is not a bad point.
The Wolf songstress noticed the remark and clapped back.
Oh, she clapped back. Oh, yeah, she's so brave. The way she typed something that her manager probably helped her write. You're so brave, the way you clap back.
Writing before the comment was deleted, "It was a joke."
Oh, I'm sure.
Selena.
Because how do I word it? If it wasn't a joke, you wouldn't be responding. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Where the comment was deleted, "It was a joke." Selena received a kidney transplant for her lupus back in 2017, and the organ came from actress Francia Raisa.
Oh, yeah. She's a real superhero.
On World Kidney Day earlier this year,
Oh, yeah, that's the greatest day of all time.
the Grownish actress shared her transplant experience on Twitter.
Oh, that's cool.
Sal reshared it and wrote, "Thank you for blessing me. I am forever grateful to you."
Well, that's good, but why are you drinking?
Back in 2018, 6 months after the operation, Access Hollywood talked to Francia about how she was feeling.
Oh.
I just went in for my 6-month follow-up, and they said everything is like, my labs were more than perfect.
That's good, man. Pretty people always get such privileges in life, and then you die.
I still suffer a little from fatigue, but that's like normal. You know, my
Yeah, it's normal to be tired.
body's still acclimating. But other than that, I feel really, really great. The lifestyle change I had to do, I actually coincidentally started doing it 3 years ago. So
Oh, I thought she was going to say, I began doing threesomes. My mind is dirty.
it wasn't a huge difference.
Tell a little bit of that. We're talking in the commercial break. It's truly remarkable, sort of maybe God's plan all along for you.
Oh, shut up. God's plan. God's plan.
3 years ago, you kind of just...
So, I mean, just like anyone, I love pizza, I love burgers, I love wings. I
can only imagine what that toilet smells like. I love food.
hated vegetables, in about 3 years.
All right, man. Me too. You're really relatable. You hate veggies? Wow.
Ben is well aware of the fascination surrounding him and J-Lo.
There's no fascination. We're just kind of wondering where the hell this goes. That is such a, example of how celebrities are narcissists. They're just assuming that all their fans are so intrigued by the relationship we have no idea about, besides pictures in TMZ. Oh, we're so interested, Ben Affleck.
Ben is well aware of the fascination surrounding him and J-Lo, and while they may be keeping things closer to the vest this time around, Ben also can't help but celebrate it.
And brag and rub it in A-Rod's face that she's rubbing it in his face. I love that music and the transition on Entertainment Tonight. It's something you can get down to and party in the club. They should make a remix of this. Yeah, this is Happy Hour, talking over the transition music on Entertainment Tonight. Let's party.
I try to conceal the embarrassing things about my life.
Yeah, because you don't want anybody to know that you have a lot of skeletons.
Only reveal the feeling things.
That includes Bennifer 2.0.
Yeah.
Ben told WSJ Magazine, quote,
Oh, wow, good magazine. A good time.
"I am very lucky in my life that I have benefited from second chances. And
Yeah, benefited with Bennifer.
I am aware that other people don't even get first chances."
But when you're a millionaire, you can do whatever the hell you want, you peasants.
My wife was all excited. She's like, how do you think it happened? He said, tell your wife to imagine the most beautiful story possible, and that's the truth. I think.
Oh, God, he's so pretentious. He just seems like somebody that, if he wasn't famous, he would be the town drunk who got punched at a local pub. He just has that douchebag energy.
He's now learned to keep some of these details private.
Oh, yeah, it's good. It's so noble and so cool of him that he realizes that he needs to keep things private. He's really growing as a person. We are really seeing Ben Affleck finally figured out at 50.
It is a lesson learned after.
Oh, well, I can't play any more of this because they're playing a song. I can't play music on here. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. But yeah, they're keeping a relationship private, man. That is just so good for Ben. He's really a good guy, and I'm rooting for him. Not at all. 856-49-HOPPY.
Home Alone, of course, for some, being forgotten by your family on Christmas sounds like a nightmare. But Kevin McAllister sure made it look like a lot of fun in the classic holiday flick. Well,
Oh, yeah, man. So sick of that meme. If Home Alone came now, the parents would come home immediately. Let's bash millennials and have a bad economy and housing prices.
now listen to this. Thanks to Airbnb, you too can live out your mischievous childhood dreams with an overnight stay in this iconic house.
Oh, it looks like any other house.
From the movie, the actual movie, on December 12th.
Oh, wow. The movie? Oh, thank God. I was hoping it was from the actual movie.
The actual movie. On December 12th, Kevin's menacing older brother, Buzz, you remember him?
Oh, yeah, man. I've seen the movie. Never seen it. I hate it.
He'll host a one-night stay for only $25 in the family's Chicago home. Guests will get to relive moments from the film by setting
Oh, yeah. Let's relive the 90s because we are living in the past.
up booby traps around the house, indulging in some 90s era junk food.
Oh, God. I mean, I wasn't really alive for the 90s. Like, I was there hanging out, but I was between the ages of 0 to 7. But it just seems like, God, get over it. That was like 4 decades ago. The 90s, the 90s, the 90s, the 90s. Oh, my God.
And there will even be a bottle of aftershave by the bathroom sink.
It's so cool. They're like making you feel like you're in the movie. Like, that's what you would expect it would be if you're at an Airbnb, you know? You would expect it to be as similar to the movie as possible.
So you can do this.
Oh, it's him screaming. Adorable. 856-49 Hoppe.
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
Rihanna was recently named a national hero of Barbados.
Woohoo! You sing and you dance. You're a hero!
And after photos emerged of her accepting her prestigious award, Twitter erupted with rumors that she was pregnant. So let's get into this.
Yeah, everybody was saying she was pregnant on Twitter, but not one celebrity news source like reported on it. But some Twitter account was like, I think she's pregnant. I'm like, Jesus Christ, fake news is just so real.
With the news that Barbados was officially getting rid of Queen Elizabeth II as head of state, the country decided they wanted to celebrate their own hometown queen.
Yeah, no one really talks about Barbados, so they're like, let's get some free PR and hopefully some people that'll come by for vacation.
AKA Rihanna, by giving her a prestigious title, National Hero of Barbados.
That's good.
That title is a big deal because Riri is the first person to be...
Let me rewind here. The world's ending. What's going on?
That title is a big deal because Riri is the first person to be given it since 1998.
That was 23 years ago.
And she's only the second woman out of 11 people total to receive this honor.
Oh, that's cool. So I'll let it sit there. You know what I mean? Like, good. I'm glad.
We know Rihanna will always shine bright like a diamond.
I like how you used her. I like how you used her lyrics. You notice when I say the most passive-aggressive douchebag things in the show, I have a hard time getting it out? Maybe it's the universe telling me that I'm an asshole.
No matter what she does, but now we can literally call her our hero, and it's quite literally true.
So growing up, I didn't really know, like in first, second, third grade, if I liked women or not. But oh man, that first album that she released, I was like, okay, I'm heterosexual. I like women. I won't get laid until I'm 21. But hey, I like women.
However, when photos of Riri accepting the impressive title in an orange Bottega Veneta gown emerged, Twitter did what Twitter does and began speculating that Riri is secretly pregnant with her boyfriend A$AP Rocky's baby.
So you know what you're doing? I love how all these Rihanna fans are saying that they're speculating, but you're essentially telling Rihanna you didn't look good in that dress. You're essentially telling, and I'm not saying that pregnant women don't look good, but what I'm saying is that was a close one to get canceled. But what I'm saying is that literally, if you're saying that Rihanna looks pregnant and is pregnant, you're not complimenting her. She's not going to be like, oh, thank God the fan base thinks I look so good in that dress. Shut up, you dumb fans.
This, of course, isn't the first time the internet has done this.
Well, they do it a lot, man. They're just crazy. The internet, man. You never know what you're going to get.
Pregnancy rumors and Rihanna are no strangers, but she addressed how she feels about them back in 2019.
Well, we'll see.
Riri explained, I don't think about stuff like that.
But I'm talking about it, so I am thinking about it.
But I don't know. God's plan.
God's not real.
I look forward to all of the pregnancy rumors after this interview.
Oh, yeah, and they came around.
Well, Twitter must have remembered that clearly lighthearted interview answer, and they are running with these new theories.
Ugh, God, conspiracy theories. It's fan fiction for losers about life. Oh, they didn't go on the moon. Shut up.
One user shared a photo from the ceremony and asked, "Is that a baby bump?"
No, she's just very full from the Chipotle she ate that day. Can you leave her alone? No.
Hashtag Rihanna pregnant.
All right. 856-49 Hoppe.
Taylor Swift was just lovingly roasted on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Nothing says receiving affection. Nothing says receiving love like when a person is mean to you and roast you on social media. Oh, it's a loving motion.
Taylor Swift was just lovingly roasted on TikTok after she fell for a now viral prank. Let's get into it.
She's so busy living in the past about all her exes that she claims is their fault every time that she can't even read a situation to see if it's a prank or not. She's losing her mind. You know what I'm saying? She's losing her mind. Take two.
Look, even though she's gained over 9 million followers since joining the platform back,
it's almost like she's popular.
In August, let's just say Taylor is still learning about TikTok. Tay has developed a pretty unique approach to the app, which she uses as a marketing tool to promote new songs.
Yeah, that's what you do when you're on TikTok and you're an artist.
Interact with fans, and of course, hype up the newly released Red Taylor's version. During her time on TikTok, she's teased upcoming projects, shared a snippet of an unreleased version of Wildest Dreams, and even posted an adorable video with her bestie, Selena Gomez.
Oh, that's cool. It's like they're just making videos that are so interesting.
But Taylor recently fell for a trick that made Swifties absolutely lose it.
God, you're a loser if you're a Swiftie. I'm a Swiftie!
You see, on November 26th, TikTok user Abby Cockrell posted a video of a crowd gathering on a street and paired it with the crowd singing along to Taylor's song All Too Well. However, it turns out that the audio was not actually from that video and was instead layered over the clip during editing.
Yeah, trust me, a whole crowd of people would not know that song.
But while it wasn't convincing enough to fool many TikTokers, it was convincing enough to fool Taylor.
What a granny millennial.
Taylor was oblivious to the fact that the crowd was in fact not singing her song and left a comment on the video reading, "Wow," following some heart eye emojis.
Yeah. Whatever. 856-49 Hoppe.
The Bachelor has a new leading man.
Another pretentious white guy.
Clayton Echard. ABC announced that
he just sounds like an asshole. I don't think you would meet somebody named Clayton Echard and be like, "Oh, please, I want you to date my daughter. You're a man of integrity that would never cheat." Clayton Echard?
The Bachelor has a new leading man.
Who?
Clayton Echard.
Oh, yeah.
ABC announced the news that the 28-year-old will be the new lead.
Oh, that's good.
The hit reality series in the upcoming 26th season of the show.
Yeah.
Which is set to return on January 3rd.
Oh, that's good. We'll all be there. I mean, a lot of people will be. I will not.
Clayton was first a part of the franchise during Michelle Young's season of The Bachelorette.
And it got to have sex with her, probably.
Where he vied for the school teacher's heart.
Oh, yeah, totally.
But was ultimately sent home brokenhearted.
Oh, that sucks. Haven't we all been sent home brokenhearted?
Prior to Clayton being announced as the series lead, rumors have been floating around Bachelor Nation for a while that the reality star could be the next face of the franchise.
Oh, God. I really get when people say that there's no diversity on Bachelor and Bachelorette. I mean, it literally is pretentious, boring white person every time.
Access Hollywood spoke with Tayshia Adams at the premiere event for this season's Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Where she reacted to rumors about Clayton's potential casting, as well as the news that Jesse Palmer will be the new host of the show.
Oh, God. More toxic masculinity.
We're sad that I'm sad. A lot of people in Bachelor Nation are sad because...
Just get the fucking question out. I'm sad. Everyone's sad. Shut up.
That I'm sad. A lot of people in Bachelor Nation are sad because we thought you were going to be host of The Bachelor. So
she's like, I don't like this person, so I'm going to pretend to like him to passive-aggressively imply that you didn't get the job.
How do you feel? I know, I'm sorry.
How do you feel not getting a dream job? How do you feel not getting a huge bump in pay? How do you feel the fact that you're just going to have to be irrelevant because you're like any other person on The Bachelor because you didn't get the job as a host and the douchebag male got it? How does that feel to fail?
I'm giving you my feelings. So what did you guys feel about Jesse? How do you think he'll do as Bachelor host?
It's going to be this answer. I think he's going to be great.
I'm actually really excited for him. I mean,
Oh, that does not sound genuine. For him!
as you guys saw, I think like having like previous bachelors and bachelorettes, having previous bachelorettes has really kind of like changed the game a little bit.
Yeah. Really changed it. When you had the previous people as the hosts of The Bachelor, it wasn't as good. Oh, but now you got people that were on it. Oh, now it's must watch, not fake TV.
And I think that Jesse could probably provide a lot of like good insight for whoever the Bachelor is.
They're acting like this is like being on some TV show that takes a lot of like info, like let's say going on Jeopardy, like it takes a lot of like smarts. Like they're really bringing a perspective on how to cheat on each other.
Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment was brought to you by WestChasePrinting.com. West Chase Printing on Instagram and Twitter. DJ Tone Tampa on Instagram and Twitter. Posters, yard signs, business cards, whatever the hell you need printed up, WestChasePrinting.com can do that. And when you get the invoice, tell them I sent you and they will hook you up.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Whoa, hey. Oh, hey. It's like a koala bear crapped a rainbow in my brain.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hot topic.
We know each other's hearts and we prioritize each other.
Priyanka Chopra Jonas and Nick Jonas are putting in the work to make their marriage work.
Yeah, I don't think marriage is easy.
No matter where they are in the world.
Oh, yeah, he's probably banging out side chicks and she's like, he's a really loyal guy because he's pretty. Just saying. No one ever cheats.
During a recent episode of InStyle's Ladies First with Laura Brown podcast, the actress got candid about the hardships of having a long-distance relationship with her husband of 3 years.
Oh, yeah. There's no cheating there. Get the hell out of here. Even though they never really imply cheating, and I'm just bringing it up there. But yeah, get the hell out of there. Oh, man.
Due to their busy work schedules amid the ongoing coronavirus pandemic.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, this year has been really tough. It was really, really tough to be
it was so hard.
Away from home for an entire year, especially at a time when you can't travel to see your family.
Priyanka explained that Nick spent most of his time in America.
Yeah. Banging none of the side chicks that are in their late 20s now that are really digging a Nick Jonas sex session.
She was across the pond in the UK, and being away from each other has been super hard.
Oh, yeah. You don't say. Being on the other side of the globe, I think would be a little difficult to keep the marriage going.
We didn't have like a dramatic separation, right. But because he was in and out, we had to be really careful. He had to quarantine. I had to quarantine whenever.
Yeah. Sure, he is quarantined. Sure, that's all he was doing.
We saw each other at that time, and that's usually not conducive to a production schedule because...
whatever. He's making excuses.
You don't really have much time. You have like 2 days off.
Yeah.
So it was all really tricky, but we managed. He flew down a bunch of times. I flew down a couple of times.
A couple times, oh yeah. Really making those long-time memories, hanging out a couple times a year. Oh, what a marriage.
But the 39-year-old explained that the pair talk all the time.
Oh, that's good. I also talk to my boss a lot, and I also talk to my friends a lot. I'm not married to them.
To make the relationship work.
Oh, that's good. You're talking on the phone? Wow, a real connection.
We talk all the time. We know each other's hearts, and we prioritize each other.
Oh, that's good. She seems so ungenuine.
In everything that we do. We've had individual careers, and we're both very clear about never interfering in each other's professional lives.
Yeah. That's what you call it. Don't interfere between 7 to 12 when he's out in Nashville hanging out.
Because we're always partners and asset. We'll have an opinion on each other's thing. We'll be each other's champions.
I don't care anymore. 856-49-HOPPE.
Pictured smiling and back on the course, making his first public appearance since that near-fatal accident in February.
Oh, the rich and elite never die!
Which severely injured his right leg.
Tiger Woods.
I feel I'm lucky to be alive, but
oh, you don't say.
Also still had the limb.
How realistic was amputation? Like, was that really?
Yeah, it was on the table.
I was on the table, just like all the side chicks.
Woods opening up about his recovery.
I was on a table like that Perkins waitress that kept banging out.
Saying the compound fracture left him bedridden for 3 months.
Eventually, I got to a point where they could wheelchair me outside safely, and I could feel the sun.
Doesn't it make you feel old that they're talking about like Tiger Woods being in a wheelchair?
That was a milestone.
It's very unsettling.
But the golfer shut down questions about the day of the devastating crash.
Oh, yeah, the fact that maybe I was drinking or under the influence of a lot of things. Let's forget about that. I'll talk about everything else openly, but the actual facts, nope.
Shh. I'm wondering what you remember of the accident.
Not much.
Yeah, all those answers have been answered in the investigation.
He is so lawyered up.
So you can read about all that there in the post report.
Yeah. What an asshole.
Police say the golfer was traveling at nearly double the speed limit.
It's no big deal. I'm Tiger Woods. I can do whatever the hell I want.
When his SUV flipped and slammed into a tree.
Win every major ever? I can't do that, but everything else I can do.
Woods later undergoing surgery to stabilize his right leg. On Tuesday, the 15-time major winner at times resigned.
I won't have the opportunity to practice given the condition of my leg.
Oh, okay, that sucks. 856-49-HOPPE. Oh, breaking news about Adele. We need it.
Finally, Adele. On Tuesday, the chart-topping singer announced she's headed to Vegas following the release of her highly anticipated fourth album. Adele will take a residency at the Coliseum in Caesar's Palace.
And every midlife crisis middle-aged woman's going to go there and hang out.
Set to perform shows every Friday and Saturday.
Oh, the perfect nights. Let's drink wine and reflect on the past and live in the past.
From January 21st to April 16th next year. Wow. If you're interested, ticket presale kicks off tomorrow. And guys, the post that Adele shared on Instagram, by the way, yesterday announcing her shows already has 4 million likes.
Oh, that's good, man. It's almost like she's popular. The celebrity news reporters are very bizarre.
Kim Kardashian and Kanye West reunited to honor their late friend Virgil Abloh at his final Louis Vuitton show in Miami on Tuesday.
True.
The former couple somberly posed together in front of a sculpture of Virgil with their 8-year-old daughter North.
They never have any expression on their face, but they especially had no expression on their face. But they almost had an expression on their face of trying to pretend like they don't have an expression on their face. Does that make sense? No.
Artistic director of Louis Vuitton's menswear passed away on Sunday after a private battle with a rare form of cancer.
I wonder how weird it is to just have to be private about cancer. That's got to be hard, man.
The Miami show featured his Spring-Summer 2022 collection and was his last presentation for the French brand.
Oh, true.
The posthumous show was put on at the designer's request.
That's good. 856-49-HOPPE.
Louis Vuitton's chairman and CEO Michael Burke said of the 41-year-old, quote, "He paved the way for future generations. As a devoted supporter of his community through his charities and his passions, he was an eternal optimist who believed anything was possible. In this same spirit, we at Louis Vuitton will proudly continue to celebrate his legacy with a final show in Miami per his wishes.
856-49-HAPPY. That's 856-494-6773.
Happy hot topic.
The deadly school shooting in Michigan at Oxford High School. That's about an hour north of Detroit.
Oh, man. I believe we are officially desensitized to school shootings.
3 students killed, at least 8 others injured, including a teacher. An alleged lone gunman, a 15-year-old student, is in custody at this hour. Police say he was armed with a semi-automatic handgun.
That's good. It's really irritating. I feel like when the Batman shooting, man, that was 9 years ago, happened in July 2012. Man, that sounds ancient. And when the school shooting with those kindergartners in 2012, I think it was Newton. Remember the one that, Sandy Hook. Remember when all the shootings happened and then everybody began talking about gun control, and every night Piers Morgan was talking about gun control. That was what made us desensitized to school shootings, was then you had all the gun people not really caring about dead lives and really caring about guns. Like once you brought in gun control, when you were always making it about gun control and guns while there were dead bodies of kids going to school, yeah, we were doomed forever.
Multiple agencies responding to the call of an active shooter, ambulances in the driveway, the school principal getting on the PA with the code word for lockdown.
Oh, that's scary.
The stories coming in at this hour of students barricading themselves inside, teachers putting paper up to cover the windows of classroom doors, then barricading the doors with tables.
You know what's frightening is back in the day, there wasn't like smartphones. So like you didn't have any footage of the school shootings, but all these kids were filming it on Snapchat, and it's very frightening to see a POV version of what a school shooting's like. It's sad.
Some students climbing through a window, running for their lives across the snow. Others carried out on stretchers to the ambulances waiting outside.
Yeah.
And of course, that sadly familiar storyline. Students taken to a nearby location, this time a supermarket, to wait for their parents.
That's scary, man.
We saw some of those reunions today. ABC's Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas leading us off tonight.
Today at yet another school, students, teachers, and parents terrified and scrambling after shots fired on campus.
This is what we're desensitized to. People being shot at school because we have to make it about gun control, and we desensitize and dehumanize things for our own agenda. This is what we're desensitized to. Dead bodies.
Requesting medical assistance. Multiple ambulances if possible.
This time at Oxford High School, some 40 miles north of Detroit. This video showing students in the classroom running for their lives. Local TV stations breaking into programming.
We're now looking at, at least 8 law enforcement officers with long guns who are entering the school.
3 students killed, 8 others shot, including a teacher. Student John Edwards describing the chaos to our affiliate WXYZ.
Over the PA, we hear our principal, Mr. Wolf, shouting, "Alice lockdown, Alice lockdown." And then we heard the gunshots in the class. And
scary.
So we locked down, turned the lights off. Our teacher got paper taped over the window on the door and got his 2 big tables and barricaded the door. I was just scared. I was praying for, my safety, my friend's safety, everyone's safety.
Edwards able to call his mother.
I could hear the fear in his voice. And I told him, I said, "Baby, I'm on my way. I've never been so scared in my life."
School officials left reeling.
Of course, I'm shocked. It's devastating.
The suspected shooter, a 15-year-old sophomore at the school.
All right. Here's the thing. Once you are found guilty of a school shooting, I don't care what age you are, there's really no fixing you. So, electric chair, kill them. They took other lives. Die, bitch! I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to be a shock jock. Until we begin prosecuting these punks and putting them to death, they're not going to contribute anything to society. So actually putting them behind bars is like giving them a life. Like, we got to, make sure they die.
Allegedly armed with a semi-automatic handgun.
Allegedly, he took fucking lives. Alleged. God, I hate that word. No one even knows how to use it, number one. And number two, it's a word to... God, I hate the word alleged.
He fired multiple shots. We're thinking, 15 to 20 shots that were fired.
Trayshawn Bryan telling a reporter he was worried something would happen at school today, so he says he stayed home.
That's scary, man.
You had been hearing that there was going to be a possible shooting at the high school?
Yes, I did. I heard it multiple times.
And
glad everybody called 911 to try to prevent it.
Emotional Governor Whitmer on the scene late today.
I think this is every parent's worst nightmare.
Yeah. 856-49-HOPPY.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Twitter is banning the sharing of personal photos and videos on its platform without the consent of the person involved.
Hell yeah! Welcome to the new woke world of Twitter. Hell yeah! Oh, Jesus.
The company says when it's notified by private individuals that they did not consent to the post.
How are you going to prove it?
Those items will be removed. The policy will not generally apply to images from large public events like sporting events or protests.
What is it then?
Twitter's policies already prohibit the sharing of other private information.
But what? Sharing of other private information like protecting Hunter Biden.
Like addresses and phone numbers.
Oh, that's good. 856-49-HOPPY.
It's a fraternity-sponsored fight night. These guys going at each other in the ring are college students.
That is a scary sentence, a fraternity-sponsored fight night. There's nothing good in that sentence.
It's a fraternity-sponsored fight night. These guys going at each other in the ring are college students, frat brothers at the University of Las Vegas.
And the sentence is... This happened in Las Vegas? Man, this is just bad.
Black trunks is Nathan Valencia, a junior. He had no boxing experience, but was eager to take part anyway, says his girlfriend Lacey Foster.
The moment we walked in there, things didn't seem right. It
Oh, man.
just seemed kind of off.
The charity event was sponsored by the Kappa Sigma fraternity.
Oh, God.
There's Nathan's name on the flyer, fighting in the main event. It looked like a real...
And then on the bottom of the flyer, it said proceeds go to the... I thought it was the Las Vegas Raiders, but they just had a knockoff logo. Yeah, this is not a very, noble... real event. Like, I know it's real because somebody died, but this was not a legitimate event. That was the word I'm looking for.
Main event. It looked like a real prize fight, complete with ring girls. And look, even sorority sisters battled it out.
Oh, wow.
Lacey was ringside as Nathan duked it out, taking blow after blow to the head.
I was so scared. I was like sitting there watching.
Yeah, I think this girlfriend, I'm not trying to tell someone how to grieve, but like she doesn't, I don't want to say she doesn't seem upset enough, but she's definitely in the denial mode because this happened last night. Like she's like telling it as if it was like, whatever. You know what I mean?
I was so scared. I was like sitting there watching, crying.
Lacey was concerned how unprofessional the event was. The so-called ref was seen guzzling from a beer can.
That's good. Why are they, you can't see it because it's a video and this is audio. Why are they blurring out this ref's face? Why do we protect everybody that screws up? Why?
Moments after the match ended, Lacey knew something was wrong.
You could just kind of tell, like, just the way he was looking at you, that he was just out of it.
Moments after the fight, Nathan collapsed. 4 days later, he died in the hospital. The medical examiner ruled Nathan's death a homicide due to blunt force trauma to the head. Nathan's grief-stricken family said in a statement, college students should not be placed in a situation where they are pitted against each other for combat.
True. 856-49-HOPPY.
And it's the Ravens this weekend. For the first time ever during Ben Roethlisberger's career, the Ravens are favored in Pittsburgh against Roethlisberger.
Wow.
They've caught Pittsburgh 3 times since 2004 without...
Yeah, Pittsburgh's really... enough of Mike Florio for this clip. Pittsburgh's really going downhill, and it's kind of funny. Like, I hate Ben Roethlisberger. Like, I don't know why no one talks about his rape allegations from 12 years ago. Maybe because it was 12 years ago and social media was just beginning, but it feels like everybody protects Ben Roethlisberger, and he's not a good person.
Then there's the guy who...
I didn't mean to do that. 856-49-HOPPY. All right.
Ben Affleck is
All right. Oh, God. I always try to make this show sound professional, and then it just comes to crap. Okay. Take a breather, Ryan. Manifest success. It's absolute chaos right now. Everything's playing at the same time. So we're going to go to break, and we'll be right back after these words.
Happy Hour.
Which the words are me doing a live read.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment was brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts, 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. When I tell you that Amir Academy of Martial Arts is the best in the Bay, I'm a man of my words. Amir Academy on Instagram, amiracademy.com. Go there and tell him I sent you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. He is the best, and you should go there.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Doctors say the life expectancy of the average man is now 76.2 years.
76.2, but I'm already 38.1. I've wasted half my life. Half my life gone, and I'm only guaranteed 38 more years. Marge, I've wasted half my life.
Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPY. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Roasting Justin.
Let me rewind this. 856-49-HOPPY.
The internet is roasting Justin Bieber after his recent fashion campaign with Balenciaga, where he debuted an interesting new look. Let's get into it.
God, if you're making fun of his new look, you're a loser.
It looks like Justin is taking his fashion sense in a seriously different direction for his partnership with luxury fashion brand Balenciaga.
Whoa, heaven forbid he change up his look.
If you remember, Justin has actually modeled for the brand before,
I don't remember that.
having made his debut as the star of Balenciaga creative director Demna Gvasalia's Autumn-Winter 21 campaign last spring.
Got it.
Recently, Justin posed in the brand's Spring 2022 campaign, which earned some very mixed responses from fans. Justin took to Instagram to share a photo from the shoot, which showed him in a floor-length black robe and small wallet with keys hanging off of it around his neck, paired with a pair of extremely chunky square-toe rubber boots for some gothic monk vibes.
Oh, he's so edgy and crazy. Watch out for Justin Bieber. He might piss in a bucket again.
He captioned the post, "It's fashion, darling," and tagged Balenciaga.
Oh, true. You got to make sure you tag him.
Fashion brand also teased the upcoming unisex collection in a clip featuring Justin, which shows off the robe, the wallet, the key thing, and some $650 boots.
You can't take that with you when you're laying in the ground dead.
Billie Eilish recently shared what the biggest misconception about her is, and she said the internet has no clue what she's really like as a person.
We do not, and I don't really need to know what you like. You're not that interesting.
Happy Hot Topic!
Shawn Mendes just teased his very first breakup song since his very public split from Camila Cabello, and the internet has some thoughts. Let's get into it.
I don't really need to get into more about it. Here's the thing. I'm not the biggest fan of Shawn Mendes, but there's nothing holding me back. I like that song. But Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez make music about their breakups, and we bow down to them, and we tell them how amazing they are. But when a man does it, I think he's a man. When Shawn Mendes does it, then we crucify him. Oh, that's called a double standard.
Kourtney Kardashian is done with all of the pregnancy theories.
Oh, yeah.
The former Keeping Up with the Kardashians star fired back at one of the multiple Instagram commenters who speculated that she might be expecting. All the guesswork started when Kourt posted a shot of her enjoying a jacuzzi at sunset.
Man, if you're like really wondering if these celebrities are having kids, you're a loser.
And hanging out in the water with her daughter, Penelope.
Oh, that's good. She's a mother. Okay, so she's not pregnant. Okay, guys? I think Travis Barker's probably the king of pulling out.
The fallout from their shocking split continues as Shawn Mendes is reportedly upset over losing their dog Tarzan and is allegedly ready to fight for joint custody with Camila Cabello. Let's get into it.
I don't need to get into it. That's going to be a dirty, dirty legal battle. I know somebody that has, he splits the time with his dog. He broke up with his girlfriend, and man, it's interesting. You're like, wow, it's like they actually love the dog.
Hey guys, it's Allie for Hollywood Life with your entertainment news roundup. Now, recall Paris Hilton just married her boyfriend, Carter Room. That's what happens. You marry your boyfriend. You marry your girlfriend. On November 11th. And it looks like her mom, Kathy Hilton, has some insight on their future. In an exclusive interview with Hollywood Life, the doting mother said that she thinks her daughter will get pregnant as soon as possible. Probably. Trust me, I think she's real good at the process. Within the next 6 months. She's real good at the process. Maybe not making porn, but she's definitely good at the process.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Happy Hour is now over. Happy Hour is now over. Happy Hour is now over.
Money. And like that,